Hello, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Bertrand Gold. Today we're going to be looking at cloud computing. Um, and looking at cloud computing, we'll be looking at the advantages of actually using some of the cloud resources, why you will encourage an organization to go in with the cloud computing rather than on-prem services and all of that. So cloud computing is a transformation actually a transformative technology that provides an on-demand access to a shared pool of computing resources over the internet. The resources included servers, storage, security, and all of that. So looking at the evolution of cloud computing, well, cloud computing has actually evolved significantly over the years. It started off with the concept of virtualization, enabling multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server, which this actually evolved into public and private cloud. Looking at the comparison between between a cloud provider or cloud services and an on-premise services, we have scalability, cost effectiveness, flexibility, global accessibility. With the scalability, it is way easier to, or it is you can actually dynamically scale up and down with cloud services, right, as compared to the on-premises. We have cost effectiveness because with cloud computing, you pay as you go. There's a pay as you go model that gives you the possibility to manage your costs. We have flexibility. Cloud service provider, you actually have the flexibility to choose a desired level of services and resources that can easily be adjusted based on your business needs and requirements. Benefits of cloud computing. One of the benefits we're looking at is, this cost saving. Cloud computing eliminates the need of expensive hardware maintenance costs, reducing overall IT infrastructure cost and all of that. We have the scalability, which you can actually scale down and out depending on your demand. We have the accessibility, whereby users can or clients can actually access that particular server over the internet at any part in any part of the world that's going to be remotely. Security, cloud provider actually implement robust security measures and comply with the industry standard to protect data and applications. So there's a shared responsibility, a shared security responsibility we are dealing with cloud services. Well, the continuous update, cloud providers actually takes care of whatever updates that needs to be done on servers and all of that. So that's take into consideration. Our limitation of on-prem solutions includes, there's a high initial investment, which means when you're going with an on-premises at the beginning, you need you kind of have you need a high capital to set up an on-prem environment, since you cannot pay as you go. So, and you need to get all these requirements, including the infrastructure that are actually needed for the infrastructure, for the hardware, software license, and all of that. So there's an upfront capital investment that is needed. About maintenance and management, as you need engineers and you need to employ engineers to be able to take care of this maintenance and all of that as costs. There's a limited scalability. um these are some of the concept of cloud hosting, which includes virtualization. Cloud infrastructure is actually virtualized, allowing multiple virtual machines to run on a single server. We have elasticity. Cloud resources can actually dynamically scale up and down. We have high availability. Another thing we're looking at is cloud management techniques, which includes resource monitoring, continuous monitoring of cloud resources, to actually track performance, CPU usage, costs, and all of that. We have, automations. Cloud services actually comes with some automation services that can be used. Cost optimization, so all of that is included. So, consideration for a cloud software deployment for your organization. Some of the things you want to take into consideration when you want to consider it include choosing the right software model, data security, integration, and we'll also look here. We see the cloud configuration diagram, which encompasses of the internet, or looks at the edge router, the firewalls, the servers, the clients, and all of that. Some basic definitions which we're going to be looking at. We're looking at in cloud as the different platforms of cloud, which we were looking at. the SaaS, the software as a service. We have the PaaS, which is the platform as a service. All of them both have their disadvantages and advantages, which you want to dive into, which comes down to rapid deployment, automatic update, scalability, cost saving, and all of that. Um, and another thing which we're gonna take a look at is choosing the right cloud solutions. How would you, what are the things you would take into consideration to make sure you're getting the right cloud solution? You're gonna be looking at the application requirements, what is required, what are the application requirements that would be needed for you to make a, looking at, performance, scalability, security, and all of that. We have the development expertise. Do you have the necessary skills to do that? Also look at the cost considerations. Yeah, so those are some of the things that we actually looked at when we're talking about cloud computing. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please put it in the comment section, and I will follow up uh, with the questions to respond to whatever questions you have. And I'll also have the slides attached to the comment section in case you want to go through. Thank you.